Filled with 1,000 mountain peaks, Colorado is one of the most beautiful states in the country, an unmistakable paragon of outdoor recreation that stands high above the rest, both literally and figuratively. It is a place that I've only gotten a taste of. In March, I was invited on a family ski trip out to Breckinridge, Colorado, where I snowshoed in a nature preserve, coming within 15 feet of a moose, traveled to Rocky Mountain National Park to hike the famous Emerald Lake, and had an awesome time skiing with family. Here's one special weekend you can have here in Colorado. Let's dive in. Well, good morning. I just stepped out here to get a view of the mountains in the morning, and wow, with this light, it is incredible out here. Take a look. As the sun glistened on the snow-capped mountains, I gained an even greater appreciation for how lucky I was to be here. Check out the gondolas over there. We have our own little personal gondola up here. Alright, we're getting ready to go ski, but instead of making y'all watch me, who's never skied before, because that would be boring footage, I am going to hand over the GoPro to my cousin Collin, because he's a pretty good snowboarder, and you can watch him rip it down the mountain. And you can get some good footage there. As an old southerner, never been skiing before. This will be a new one. Alright, see you on the slopes. After hopping on the gondola, Collin and Westin split off from the rest of the group. This is my brother Westin, and it's his first time ever snowboarding. He was going straight to a blue for his first run.
Rah! You ready? Right in through there.
Now you want a video?
Yeah.
When I'm sucking?
It's all good.
Alright, here we go.
Yep.
Camera's on.
Nice. Wow, man, that view. I feel like I just keep saying that. Huh. How's your feet?
I'm tired.
Yeah?
Yeah, but at least I can do it now.
Yeah, feels more fluid.
Feels more fluid, feels more comfortable.
Yeah. There he goes. Oh gosh. Oh. Yeah, right?
While it may be hilarious to watch my brother fall constantly, you could tell from the video that even though he struggles, he definitely picked up snowboarding pretty fast, especially considering that this hill is steep for beginners. On the second day, my cousin Collin got some awesome solo footage on the harder slopes. So I'm out here on the top of our mountain where we're staying in our little cabin in Breckinridge, about 10,000 feet elevation, and I've been enjoying the beautiful stars up here. The stars are incredible out here. You know, it's not Bryce Canyon level, but it's still really nice. That elevation of 10,000 feet, plus the relative lack of light pollution is just great, you know. On our third day in Colorado, I took my mom and our friend Steven on a day trip out to Rocky Mountain National Park. Even though this route is a 2.5-hour drive from Breckenridge, you know I had to get a taste of this beautiful park for at least a little while. Mom, have you ever seen mountains like this before?
No, it's
You gotta multitask, turn the knob off so we don't get copyright struck by the music that's playing. I think we're going into the largest mountain tunnel, Eisenhower Edwin C. Johnson Memorial Tunnel. Wow. The Johnson Tunnel. Fully opening in 1917, the Eisenhower Johnson Memorial Tunnel is a nearly 2-mile-long pathway cutting straight through the heart of the Continental Divide. At an average elevation of 11,000 feet, at the time it was finished, it was the highest vehicular tunnel in the world. Today, it is still the highest in the United States, serving as a vital pathway for Interstate 70. So you rode the gondola yesterday, and you said that there was some snowboarder eating soup on the way up?
Yeah, on his break from work, he gets a 4-hour break and he's eating soup, just chilling, gonna go shred. He was so funny.
The epitome of Colorado.
Yes, it was awesome.
So I'm teaching Mom how to find an owl, because she's never known, and she was asking me how to find an owl. So the best way to find them, at least from my experience, is you have mobbing crows or birds that are making warning calls, and it usually alerts to either like a predator like a hawk or an owl, because those birds fight each other. Owls will eat other birds, smaller birds, and so they're always watching out and communicating to each other. So you're hearing a bunch of noise that sounds like chirping or like birds repeating to each other constantly that sounds like warning calls. That's probably an owl. Then you also have like whitewash from a tree, like their poop, that comes down from the tree. And a lot of owls, like barred owls or great horned owls, like to perch at the edge of like a forest. They like go in there, and they're usually up like 20 to 40 feet up in the air. And they also like to steal, like great horned owls steal other nests from like other birds. And they like to perch in like hollowed out trees and, lay their eggs in there.
What kind of owls are here at the game?
There's great horned owls in every part of the country. And there's also long-eared owls, which those are really cool. They have like big beady orange eyes, and they have these really big tufts on their heads. That's why they're called long-eared owls. They're not actually ears, they're actually little feather tufts.
Yeah, they look like the crazy owls.
They do look crazy, yeah. Well, all owls look a little crazy, but long-eared owls are pretty cool. You can hear their distinct hoo. They just make one hoo, kind of like a monkey. It's very quiet, and they're crepuscular like great horned owls, so they're
What does
out
crepuscular mean?
Crepuscular means that they come out in the evening and morning. It's when they're most active. If they have orange eyes, they're crepuscular. If they have yellow eyes, it means they're out during the day. And if they have black eyes, it means they're out during the night. Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
My little wildlife education lesson. After the long drive, we decided to head straight into the park, up to the Bear Lake area for the Dream and Emerald Lake hike. What do you think? Is this a scenic road or what?
A little bit.
A little bit of a scenic road.
Yeah.
A little bit of a scenic road. Your feet do look big. Those are huge, heavy-duty boots.
I think this is similar to what y'all were going through yesterday with the boots.
A little bit, maybe, as long as you're okay hiking in them.
I'm good.
You ever been to a national park before?
Nope.
Nope. All right, guys, we're heading up to Bear Lake. You don't really have to work too hard for this one.
You gotta keep doing that, you're gonna hit the ground.
She hit the
boom! Bam!
The Bear Lake Corridor is a popular meeting point at the foot of some of the most popular trails in the park. Seeing this popular lake frozen over was a sight to behold. What do y'all think? So I guess I'm stepping on the frozen lake right now. Bear Lake. Pretty cool. Dream Lake, 1.1 miles.
I can stretch my hip. Hello, stretching.
Stretching, you got it? Y'all be good. The hike to Dream Lake is about a mile, with only 450 feet of elevation gain. Yeah, if you have Mom, she's gonna make you a pack mule on the trip. And Steven is the pack mule.
That's right.
Because I couldn't carry the jacket no more.
So I believe we are walking on Dream Lake right now. There's a little bit of water over there. And it's real packed here. You're walking on a lake. Crazy, huh? Holy Lord above. Look at that. sick. What a sick view. With the lake that's frozen. I mean, you can barely even tell it's a lake, to be honest with you. Kind of annoying, but it's still really cool. Isn't that crazy? Look at that view.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Holy crap. Incredible, right? Since my mom and Steven are new to hiking, they turned around at this point, as I continued onto Emerald Lake on my own. Every time I feel the wind, now since I'm so close to the mountains, I hear it blowing over them a few seconds before it hits me. It's really nice. A little steep and slippery, and we're adjusting to the elevation. But otherwise, I'm excited. What's this little spot out here? There's Estes Park down there. Wow. As I crested the hill, I was right up under the jagged peaks of Flat Top Mountain at 10,000 feet. It may look cold. I'm actually really hot. So I had to take my thermal gear off. Woo. Take a little break for a second. Canned water. No microplastics in the water. It's an incredible view. Oh shit. The wind is kind of whipping out here. Woo! It feels great though. That was hot. After hiking a little further, I finally reached Emerald Lake, right up under the beautiful snow-covered mountain peaks. This incredible hike truly felt like a winter wonderland. 1000% worth it. My mom's probably worried why I'm not back yet. So here comes the sucky part, going down. It was so slippery going down this trail that most people in front of me just slid down it like a slide. Well, this shit is steep, especially for me and my expensive camera gear. Well, the ranger said that I didn't need micro spikes. Clearly, you do need micro spikes for this trail, because it's steep and slick. Oh my gosh, it looks like I'm in heaven. It's so bright. I'm using 9 stops of ND filters on this camera, and it's still not dark enough. These sunglasses are doing wonders, though. Well, I'm gonna focus on not dying. See y'all at the bottom. Dude, my mom probably totally thinks that I'm dead. I was supposed to be back right now. I got like 3 miles to go. It's so hard to get down this mountain. It takes so long. I got up to the top in like 30 minutes. But like, it's gonna take a while to get down. But hopefully my mom's not freaking out, because I'm fine. I just can't tell her that I'm good. But I am good. I guess going and doing other things is probably out of the question, because we have dinner tonight at a steakhouse in Breckinridge. So I guess Emerald Lake is all we're doing. Not that that's a bad thing at all, and I will be back at some point. All right, we're back at Dream Lake. Just a little further, and then we're back. You know, I honestly wish that I had a Gabriel Falls counter if I could have kept my camera out during the part where I fell. But I fell probably about 20 times. Like, I'm good. None of them were bad falls. All my camera gear is good. But it was really funny. Dude, if my mom went up there, she would have went tumbling down the mountain. I feel bad. And I'm glad that she didn't go. I almost convinced her to go up, but she's like, nah. But it's safe to say that she made the right decision. Hello. I've returned from my pilgrimage. unexpectedly longer than I thought. It was steep. After explaining my late arrival, we headed down into Estes Park for lunch. Estes Park is the gateway town to Rocky Mountain National Park, overlooking the beautiful Lake Estes. It is one of the best gateway towns that I've ever seen. For lunch, we stopped at Penelope's Burgers, a local favorite restaurant known for their amazing elk burgers. The inside had a very nice atmosphere. There was also a pin map that allows you to place a pin from your hometown. The sheer number of pins on these maps shows just how many people from all over the world come to Estes Park. Next, we stopped at the Taffy Shop. Established in 1935, it is voted the best candy store in the country by USA Today's Top 10 Reader's Choice, winning first place. The taffy is made 100% in-house, where they cook, pull, cut, and wrap the fresh saltwater taffy every 3 hours. I can easily say this is the best taffy I've ever had. We brought some back to the cabin, and the entire family said it was amazing. After our short time in Estes Park, we made the 2.5-hour drive back to Breckinridge. On the last day of our trip, I noticed while riding the gondola there's a wide open section below me, which is home to Cucumber Gulch Wildlife Preserve. As a wildlife photographer, you know that I could not pass up the opportunity to visit this place. Alright guys, we are in Cucumber Gulch Wildlife Preserve. Gonna see if we can get some wildlife. I am snowshoeing. First time snowshoeing. As a southerner, this is quite the strange sight, but they're really nice. We're gonna head out the trail, see what we can find. You know, I'm out here by myself right now, and so every sound I make echoes through the snow. What do you guys think? Should I go right or left? I'm gonna go left. All right, guys, we got our first set of tracks right here. Cucumber Gulch Wildlife Preserve is a protected area of wetlands within a mile of downtown Breckinridge. It protects species like the boreal toad, moose, elk, beaver, and 47 different species of birds. Being here in March, I had the entire preserve basically to myself to snowshoe for as long as the sun was up. The serenity I felt here was unmatched. The feet of packed snow absorbed every sound in the valley, providing a peaceful silence. Well, that's one way to mark a trail. I'm right up under the gondolas, everybody. That's sick. After searching for hours, I still hadn't come across much wildlife. Soon, though, I would have a very close encounter with something I did not expect. As I took in the views, I spotted a very large snowstorm slowly making its way over the horizon. Hey, Moosey Moosey. You scared the shit out of me. I did not see you. Hi. Hello. Holy crap. That is close. And he's kind of in the way of the trail. Hey, Moose. I'm just gonna pass on by. Don't worry about me. I just need to get by. After gaining some much needed distance, I got some amazing footage of the young moose. That wind is whipping now as soon as that storm rolled in. Holy crap, like 2 seconds ago it was completely calm. Oh, that got cold. All right, let's start heading back. All right, guys, looks like it's gonna do it. Reached the end of the trail, it's getting dark. That moose encounter was awesome. Worth finding basically nothing else otherwise, but just the views and the gondola stopped behind me while I was filming just now. Well, I guess it is 5 o'clock, so yeah, well, it's getting a little chilly outside, but this was a great serene little hike. I saw 2 people the entire time for 2 hours. It was incredible. So yeah, we're gonna head back. The second I got back in the car, the snow immediately started falling. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way through, and if you liked this video, check out some of our others on nature and travel, and we will see you all on the next journey.